Hey guys, and welcome back to Celeb Plant. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we are going to list the funny moments when Joe Rogan almost got in a fight. But before we begin with today's topic, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Joe Rogan, the host of the podcast Joe Rogan, has been known to lose his cool in front of his guests on several occasions. His podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, is about an American comedian, podcast host, and MMA commentator. Since December 2020, all episodes of the podcast have been officially licensed to Spotify. Joe Rogan is known for his bizarre comments and viewpoints on a variety of topics. He has been involved in a number of controversies as a result of his outspoken remarks. 5 incidents in which Joe Rogan lost his cool have been discussed in this video. Joe would have no problem having a fruitful back and forth with Jamie Kilstein as a fellow comedian and BJJ enthusiast when he made his second appearance on the show back in 2012. This was largely the case for the first 90 minutes, with the two discussing a number of familiar JRE topics as well as Kilstein's work. However, the podcast was released during a heated debate about former Tosh. Daniel Tosh, host of Zero on the radio, making a rape joke at the heckler who criticized his act. When this is mentioned in the episode, things quickly devolve. Joe and Jamie go on to discuss Tosh's remark and the broader implications of rape culture. But they can't seem to agree on anything in an episode that devolves into pure awkwardness, with Rogan at his most frustrated on the podcast. To make matters even stranger, Kilstein left the progressive podcast Citizen Radio in 2017 amid allegations that he had been predatory and emotionally abusive towards some of his female co-workers. Steven Crowder isn't sold on the medicinal properties of weed. The story of Rogan's feud with conservative commentator and comedian Steven Crowder on episode 917 of the JRE is one of the most famous debates in the podcast history, according to fans. The problem begins nearly 2 hours into the episode when Joe asks Crowder what topics he doesn't want to discuss, and when Crowder brings up the marijuana issue, Rogan immediately becomes confrontational. And the conversation quickly devolves. To his credit, Crowder tries to shift the conversation's focus, but his remarks had clearly struck a nerve with an inebriated Rogan, who was determined to defend his beloved medicine. What makes the situation so awkward is that there appears to be a disparity in how the two perceive the encounter's hostility. Joe is clearly combative, but only in the sense of busting your friend's balls, which Crowder clearly does not appreciate. Joe later issued an apology for his actions in a lengthy Instagram post, and Crowder returned to the show in 2018 without incident. Sam Harris and Hannibal Buress discussed police brutality. Okay, so this didn't happen on a Joe Rogan Experience episode, but because the show it was on was taped at the JRE studios and Rogan appeared, I think it's more than deserving of a spot on this list. Joe had just finished a multi-hour podcast with fellow comedian Hannibal Buress, in which the two talked about a wide range of topics while enjoying a few drinks. Then, after the JRE had gone off the air, renowned intellectual Sam Harris came in to appear on an episode of Josh Spezzo's podcast, where the now drunk pair joined in, and Buress took issue with some of Harris's comments about racial profiling and police brutality in America. As the conversation spirals out of control into a full-fledged argument, with a clearly intoxicated Buress getting increasingly frustrated at Harris for nearly an hour. Harris's strictly objective assessment of the facts is misinterpreted by Buress as cold and even heartless. That is all we have for you all today. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments down below, and I'd love to help you. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content like this and much more. We will see you guys next time. Take care until then. Goodbye, everyone.